In this highly volatile landscape for biopharma innovation, having a strategic edge means anticipating where the industry is going before it happens. Traditional assessments of late-stage drug development often rely on addressable market size or mechanism of action. But what really determines if a therapy will succeed or fail? And how can you position your assets to maximize their chances of commercial success? Hello everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. For today's executive report, we are diving deep into a groundbreaking analysis of emerging biopharma products poised to dominate the market and those teetering on the edge of failure. Our report, What Makes or Breaks a Late-Stage Drug, leverages our proprietary predictive modeling and deep domain expertise to assess each asset's likelihood of success or failure. Unlike conventional approaches, we consider real-world payer behavior, clinical effectiveness, patient adherence, and robust cross-functional execution to forecast, with precision, which Phase IIb, III therapies are most likely to outperform expectations and which ones are heading towards commercial disappointment. We look forward to sharing some highlights of this report with you today. If you would like more information, please follow the link below to learn more. As part of this research, we have identified 5 drugs that are being underestimated by the market and 5 others that appear to be significantly overhyped. So let us take a deeper dive into the key takeaways from our analysis, starting with the 5 drugs that are flying under the radar but have blockbuster potential. The first on our list is sparsentan from 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗧𝗘𝗥𝗦 Therapeutics. Sparsentan is currently in Phase III trials for 2 orphan indications, IgA nephropathy and FSGS. It is a first-in-class dual endothelin, angiotensin receptor blocker, and represents an exciting new treatment option for proteinuria kidney diseases where current standard of care options are inadequate. The estimated peak sales for sparsentan are currently projected to exceed $1 billion. Despite its promise, the drug has not yet received significant attention, making it one of the most underhyped assets in late-stage development. Another unexpected standout is teclistamab from J&J. This BCMA-targeting bispecific antibody is nearing the final stages of development for the treatment of relapsed, refractory multiple myeloma. Interestingly, J&J's decision to position teclistamab as an off-the-shelf product with outpatient administration distinguishes it from other CAR-T therapies, potentially simplifying logistics and expanding its reach to a broader patient population. With an impressive response rate of approximately 65%, teclistamab is poised to make waves in the multiple myeloma space and has peak sales estimates exceeding $1 billion. However, this promising drug has not yet been met with the level of attention it deserves given its potential impact. Cilta-cel, also from J&J and Legend Biotech, is another example of a late-stage drug that has not yet captured the attention it deserves. This CAR-T cell therapy for multiple myeloma has shown outstanding efficacy with an overall response rate of 96% in clinical trials. The earlier use of cilta-cel compared to other CAR-T therapies expands its market potential and positions it for greater uptake. Additionally, the therapy's favorable safety profile with a lower risk of cytokine release syndrome further enhances its appeal. As such, cilta-cel is poised to deliver strong returns for investors and has peak sales estimates exceeding $1 billion. Yet it remains one of the most underhyped drugs in late-stage development. Iptacopan from Novartis is also worth mentioning. This oral factor B inhibitor is in the final stages of development for the treatment of paroxysmal nocturnal hemoglobinuria, or PNH. In clinical trials, iptacopan demonstrated clinical superiority to existing IV anti-C5 agents, offering a convenient alternative for patients. Its ability to control hemoglobin levels, improve quality of life, and reduce transfusions makes it a promising treatment option. The drug's peak sales are currently estimated to exceed $1 billion. However, the market has yet to fully grasp the potential of iptacopan, making it one of the top 5 most underhyped drugs in late-stage development. Finally, Karuna Therapeutics is an intriguing drug that has also been overlooked. This first-in-class muscarinic receptor agonist is nearing the final stages of development for the treatment of schizophrenia. Unlike traditional antipsychotics, 𝗕𝗏 avoids dopamine-related side effects and has shown strong efficacy with a significant reduction in PANSS scores. Moreover, the drug's benefits extend beyond symptom management, offering an improvement in quality-adjusted life years, or QALEs. With schizophrenia being a chronic psychiatric condition characterized by high non-adherence, 𝗕𝗏's potential for long-term efficacy and patient well-being is highly promising. Currently, its peak sales are estimated to exceed $1 billion. However, the drug has not yet received the recognition it deserves. Now let us shift our focus to the other side of the spectrum and explore the 5 late-stage drugs that are generating significant hype but may not live up to the expectations. Topping this list are the PCSK9 inhibitors, 𝗕𝗏𝗢𝗓 and 𝗕𝗏𝗢𝗧. These drugs have generated substantial market buzz due to their efficacy in reducing cholesterol levels. However, several factors contribute to their potential for commercial failure. Firstly, high pricing at launch created payer resistance, hindering widespread adoption. Secondly, despite clinical efficacy, the uptake of these drugs has lagged significantly due to concerns about cost-effectiveness and competition from other lipid-lowering therapies. Thirdly, there was perhaps an overestimation of both patient willingness to accept cholesterol-lowering medications and plan coverage readiness for these expensive agents. Considering these challenges, the blockbuster status of these drugs remains uncertain, making them one of the top 5 most overestimated drugs in late-stage development. Another hyped drug facing potential commercial challenges is 𝗕𝗜𝗢𝗓𝗓, a collaboration between Pfizer and J&J. This amyloid-targeting mAb is in the final stages of development for Alzheimer's disease. Despite generating significant interest due to the huge unmet need in this space, 𝗕𝗜𝗢𝗓𝗓 has shown only minimal cognitive benefit in clinical trials and failed to demonstrate a clear clinical effect in late-stage patients. Moreover, the drug's primary reliance on a biomarker-focused strategy rather than functional outcomes contributes to its uncertain commercial prospects. The challenges faced by 𝗕𝗜𝗢𝗓𝗓 highlight the importance of focusing on clinically meaningful endpoints when developing therapeutics, especially for neurodegenerative diseases. Solanezumab from Eli Lilly is another example of a drug that has received considerable attention but may not meet market expectations. Like 𝗕𝗜𝗢𝗓𝗓, solanezumab is an amyloid-targeting monoclonal antibody for Alzheimer's disease. It too has shown only weak benefit in early disease and failed to achieve statistically significant results in clinical trials. Notably, studies have demonstrated a disconnection between the drug's effect on amyloid biomarkers and actual clinical improvement, raising questions about its efficacy. As the industry grapples with the complexities of Alzheimer's disease, solanezumab serves as a reminder of the need for more effective targeted therapies. 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗓 from Roche is also among the overestimated drugs due to its potential to disrupt the treatment landscape for dyslipidemia. 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗓 targets HDL, a surrogate endpoint that has traditionally been associated with cardiovascular protection. However, clinical trials failed to demonstrate a reduction in cardiovascular risk, calling into question the drug's efficacy in improving patient outcomes. Consequently, commercial expectations for 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗓 have collapsed, making it one of the top 5 most overestimated drugs in late-stage development. Finally, bitopertin from Roche is another drug that has generated considerable hype but may not live up to its promise. This compound is in the final stages of development for the negative symptoms of schizophrenia. While the target patient population is substantial, the drug's clinical development has been hindered by inconsistent results across trials. Furthermore, the variability in trial endpoints and measures has not provided clarity on the drug's true efficacy. The challenges faced by bitopertin highlight the need for more targeted and well-designed clinical trials in the area of negative symptoms. As we wrap up our discussion of the top 10 most hyped and underestimated drugs in late-stage development, It's important to recognize that blockbuster outcomes are not solely determined by clinical properties, but rather by a combination of factors that include strategy, simplicity, payer trust, and patient experience. Therapies like 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗧𝗘𝗥𝗦, sparsentan, and teclistamab exemplify this by integrating elements that go beyond just efficacy, leading to strong commercial performance. On the flip side, drugs like PCSK9 inhibitors, 𝗕𝗜𝗢𝗧𝗘𝗏 and solanzumab serve as cautionary tales, highlighting the pitfalls of overhype and the importance of a well-executed strategy for late-stage drug development. Our comprehensive analysis has revealed valuable insights into what truly drives commercial success in the biopharma industry. We encourage you to apply this knowledge to your own pipeline and portfolio, ensuring that your late-stage assets are positioned for optimal impact and return on investment. Thank you for joining us today. We look forward to continuing the conversation and applying these insights to shape a better future in biopharmaceutical innovation.